Okay, we went out with a bang with the last video. Let's see what happens in this video. We're now on this pretty necklace I showed you earlier in the last video. It's on a very long suede cord, but this is gorgeous. It's done in the teal and the bronze beads here. These bicon beads. That shape of bead is called a bicon. And here are your, I don't know if they're suede, leather, feel very good. Little gold beads at the end. This is done nicely here where it's connected. This is a gorgeous necklace. And we will do it for $10. Love these pieces here. I can't tell if they sound like glass. They don't sound like plastic. They're going up to the glass. Let's see. You think they're plastic?
Yeah, I think they're acrylic.
You think they're acrylic?
Yeah.
With that sound, acrylic doesn't make it clean.
Well, you're doing it against this too, so I mean, you know, just
No, I'm not.
hold it. I think you can get a sound by you holding it. Hold it in the air and clank them to move the thing together.
Okay, I'll say acrylic. Beautiful anyway.
Yeah.
There we go.
And if it turns out to be glass,
Yay. Says glass on my
oh,
obsidian, but you know, I'm not going to argue with you because you know better.
right now she says,
Never a dull moment at the Brown house.
"Not if I can help it."
Oh boy. That was fun. Well, it was for me. You make me smile.
It's like Mrs. Lincoln saying, "Well, I had a good time at the theater."
Oh my gosh. Just keep going. Just dig yourself in deeper. Okay, here we go. We have this rhinestone necklace and this beaded necklace.
Made you laugh.
Here's an extender with a rhinestone. It is a Claire's and it's very pretty. Look at that. All the little rhinestones are there. Yay, Claire's. It held up. This is an older piece too.
That's why it held up.
Oh, what am I doing? Don't say a word. You're already into it deep. This is 18 inches. We'll do this pretty little necklace for $4. It's an excellent shape. It goes like that. These are all prong set, have a real nice fire to them. Excellent. Very dainty. The next one we have is this little blue, beautiful blue, Silvertone. It doesn't lay down exactly right to me. But it's not broken or anything. And it's probably wear well. if you had a really wide neck like that. It may just need to be adjusted in here. I'm not sure what's going on. We're going to do that one for $4. The next one we have is this little chain. Very pretty. Lobster claw clasp and extender. This is choker length, I believe. It is 16 inches. We'll do this one for $3. Gorgeous. It's in excellent condition. Here's our next two necklaces. I don't know about that, honey. That is a choker. Okay. Here we go. We have this choker one. And then we have the black beads with the gold spacer beads. This is on a suede-like cord. Not suede, leather-like. It's got an extender with the bead. Very cute. Let's see if I can show these a little better. Little rhinestone dangle set in gold. We'll do this one for $5. The next one is a vintage, infinity type. Vintage acrylic beads with the gold spacer beads. It's nice and long. It is 46 inches. We'll do this one for $6. Let's see, the next two we have is this one and that one. This one is Silvertone Lobster Claw Clasp extender. Nice long extender. These are either wood, some are wood and some are acrylic. I even believe this one's acrylic, but it's a good one. These are very nicely done, very colorful. That looks like a pumpkin. Perfect for fall. Beautiful fall colors. Would bring pretty color to an outfit. Sweater or blouse. It is 20.5 inches, fully extended. We will do this one for $8. It's gorgeous. I mean, the detail on these beads. I have to keep filling them to make sure they're not stone. Very pretty. The next one has faux pearl. It's got copper findings. And then faux pearl, I believe faux pearl. And a rusty red color. More copper pieces. Copper filigree beads here. It's got some patina there on the copper. And then you have these two beads that are marbled looking. And more. This is this is 26 inches in length. It's got a very vintage look to it. It almost looks like they use vintage beads on here. And we will do this one for $4. Here's our next two. We have a geometric statement necklace with black enameling. And then this beautiful wrap piece on a rope chain. This one has copper looking findings. It has worn to a copper color and then more gold down towards the bottom. But it's got copper beads and copper looks everywhere else. I don't know if that's worn or the copper is just wearing. I don't know. Let's see. It's been a love necklace. Yeah, it's not magnetic. That is. But the actual and the beads are not magnetic. Here's the back. It's in excellent condition. You can see it's copper. It looks gold here, but the chain up here looks copper. And these are copper based too. We'll do this necklace for $4. It's very pretty. I didn't measure it, so let me measure it real quick. Fully extended, it is 19 inches.
Okay.
And the next one we have is, this is an acrylic piece. It's wired wrap. Very pretty. Beautiful rope chain. And lobster claw, spring ring clasp. This is a vintage chain. This is a very pretty piece. It is 24 inches. We'll do this one for $4.
It's got a clasp in the back.
Okay. Alright, our next two, here's a pink necklace. Pink beads, Silvertone necklace. And then a beaded, I think that's gold tone necklace. Sir Jaden or Serge Aiden. I'm not familiar with that brand. Beautiful rope. Here's your beads. I'm looking to see if all the little pink rhinestones are there. They are. Now those are coming out and they're marked 925, but that doesn't mean they're 925. You have to be very careful with that. Sometimes they're marked and they're not. This is missing on the other side. Let's just see. And we could do this. See, that's magnetic. That's not. Let's see what it is. It's copper based. So that's copper based, that's why it's not magnetic. The beads have some issues, so I'm letting you know that up front. This one's missing an end, and these are separating. They just need to be glued back. The rest of the beads are fine. This necklace is have to undo it. It says 18 inches, but I think it's a little longer. See, it does just like a Pandora bracelet does.
Fall.
Oh, thank you, honey.
It's okay. Just thought I'd let you know before you did it.
Yeah, it's 19 inches. And all the beads just fell off. Okay, I found them. I'm going to put them back on. And I did tell them the measurement, right?
19 inches.
Thank you, honey.
Next time, just grab it from that end right there. It won't fall off.
I know.
I was just watching the slow motion like, they're going to fall right. Yeah, they did.
I'm glad I made your day.
You did, thank you.
I try to every day drive you crazy. There we go. We're all back together again. Did I give a price?
Not yet.
Okay, well, we're going to do this one for $10. You can add your own charms to it. The next one we have is this. Yep, that's gold tone and beaded. And it's got a spring ring clasp. This chain doesn't feel heavy. It's a very lightweight chain, but this is a nice necklace, nice and long. Make a great layering piece or worn alone. And you can double it. See, it's 48 plus another 3 inches. Well, 6 inches. 48, 54 inches. Really nice necklace. No wear on it anywhere. We'll do this one for $6. Next we have a little flower necklace and a pretty necklace on a cord. Flower necklace. It's a shell with a little flower. A little tie. We'll do this for free for anybody who wants it. Let me know. Do the timestamp and say freebie.
It's hooked on the. There you go.
Oh yeah, this is stone. Some kind of stone. I don't know what kind. The backdrop is this gunmetal hammered piece, teardrop. And then this silver piece. Beautiful Rollo chain, and then some more little stone beads and metal beads. And then this is a nice soft suede or some kind of leather. Very soft. Lobster claw clasp. Extender with a bead. Ooh, this is a long necklace.
Mm-hmm.
This one is, without being extended, is 38 inches. And the extender is 3 inches. We'll do this one for $9. Very pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Let me look at it just a second.
That's fine, sir.
we have a kitty cat necklace, and we have a beautiful blue stranded multi-strand necklace with gold tone beryl beads on it. The first one is Silvertone extender with a bead, and this extender is removable. This must be an Avon. Avon does all their extenders, makes them removable like that. You can use them on other necklaces. There's your lobster claw clasp. Pretty box chain. Then here's your little kitty cat. Beautiful blue stone. Very pretty. This one is without dropping anything on the floor. Fully extended, it is 19 inches. We'll do this one for $5. It's very cute. Looks brand new. It looks like an Avon piece, but I don't see any Avon written on it. But Avon typically makes their necklaces, their extenders removable. That's why I'm thinking that. The next one is so nice. This one is a Loft outlet. There's a little rhinestone on the back. Beautiful matted gold tone. That's where the sticker was. Needs to be removed. So it's still like brand new. It's elastic. That's why it's staying on there so well. But anyway, it needs to be removed. And then you have this beautiful cord. Has a really nice feel. It's completely clean. This doesn't look like it's been worn. And then these beryl beads, and you can adjust them the way you want them to show. It's multi-layered like that. This necklace is, at its shortest length, it is 31 inches. We'll do this one for $9. It's beautiful. Love the color. Now, the next is a blue acrylic necklace, double-stranded. And then we have this beautiful multicolored, metal-colored beaded necklace. This one is a lobster claw clasp extender with a bead. These may be glass beads here. The rest of these big beads are, to the best of my knowledge, acrylic. Very pretty color. Beautiful blues. This necklace fully extended is 21 inches. And we will do it for $5. Very pretty. And this is gorgeous. This is vintage. Love the vintage. Can we read what that says? Maybe if I hold it still and make it bigger. Hong Kong, maybe? Yeah, it's Hong Kong. I'm going to loop it and make sure. Hong Kong, yes. So this is very vintage. These beads are beautiful. Ooh, you're getting a real good close-up now. Now I'm going to back it away. They are acrylic beads, faux pearl-like. None of them are peeling. It's just gorgeous. You got a copper, gold, and gunmetal look here. Wow, who knew? They were ahead of their time. The shortest length is fully extended is 18 inches. We'll do this for 10. Very pretty. The next two are, we have the silver one, and we have this turquoise colored one. This one is on a spring ring clasp, beautiful chain. Comes down to this pendant here, which I think might have had a drop here in the center. It's got a little loop. We didn't have anything that looked like it should go in the center or something.
No.
Nope. Nope. But if this were silver, just imagine. You could take something like that and put it in the center if you wanted. If it were silver, you could do any kind of drop in there. This chain is absolutely gorgeous. We're going to put that in the $18 hobby lot. And it still ain't full. Okay. Just don't bother me. Just let me go through my weird motions. Yeah, I think these are stone. They feel cold. Either stone or glass. Little rhinestones. Look at this chain. Chain is beautiful. You have a lobster claw clasp extender with the bead. Here are your end caps. Have some little bit of, I don't know if that just needs to be cleaned or if it's a little bit of wear, because the chain in this part is in excellent condition. We'll do this one for 6. I didn't measure it. Let me measure it real quick. Not quite all the way extended, so I'm going to say it's about 19 inches fully extended. Very pretty. Did you get that?
See what, huh?
I said you got that right.
Of course.
What do we got going on here?
I couldn't figure out which way this one turns.
No. No joke. I wanted to say something else, but I thought it'd be nice.
Thank you, honey.
Okay. Alrighty. Our next two, we have this one. Blue teardrops and a red enamel and chain. Long necklace. So you have to get all the chains to not be turned around in circles.
Yes, dear.
Yeah.
But
there you go. You have an extender with a lobster claw. Here's your necklace. Beautiful little blue acrylic pieces. And silver balls, beads. This one is 19 inches fully extended. We'll do that for 4. Very pretty. And the next one's gorgeous. The next one's a lobster claw clasp extender with a bead. About an inch extender. Beautiful Rollo chain in gold tone. Then you've got those pretty enamel pieces and more Rollo chains. open circles with enamels. More Rolo chain. It's a very cool piece of jewelry. It is 40 inches without the extender, so it's probably about 41 with the extender. We're going to do this piece. Give you a closer look at that. For $8. It's in excellent condition. Ooh, who likes purple? If you like purple, you're going to like this necklace. As soon as I get it on here straight. Alright, here we go. We have this purple necklace. And we have a peacock necklace. Beautiful. Long extender on this with the bead. Beautiful purple beads. And shell pieces that are dyed purple. Look at this one too. That's very unusual. Got even some almost like purple pearl-like. Love these. Those feel cold. Oh, they are cold. They may be glass. Come hither, my little tester. Oh yeah, they're faceted too. They're beautiful. So these pieces here are glass. You have shell pieces dyed. That may be stone, some kind of stone. But this is the shell pieces that are dyed that I'm talking about. Or that could be also shell that's dyed. But these are glass when you have beads like this. Faceted. This is a very pretty purple necklace. Let's see. Fully extended, it's 20 inches. We'll do this one for $8. The next one is a brass necklace. Peacock, look at that. Peacock colored rhinestones too. Ooh, that's a pretty one. Curved chain. Nice and long. Lobster claw clasp. This one is 28 inches. We'll do this one for 10. Peacock on that is absolutely beautiful. Wait a minute. Poor little peacock's face is stuck in the veil. Oh, really?
Let me play with it.
It's exhausting sometimes, these jars. The things you see done to pieces.
Well, that peacock. Don't put your beak where it don't belong. I got it.
Okay, good.
How much do you say?
10.
Okay, thank you.
Here's our statement necklace on a ribbon. And then this pretty acrylic piece pendant necklace, long necklace. Here is your ribbon. It's not dirty. This is brassy or antique gold look. You have flowers and a ribbon. I love these. And they're cold, so they're glass. I think they're cold. No, they're not cold. Let me test them. Because when you feel all that metal, no, I don't think they are. I don't think they are. I don't know why my gem tester is testing some acrylics as glass. But these are not cold. So I'm saying they're acrylic. This is very pretty though. do this one. One, two. Okay, we'll do this necklace for $5. Very pretty pieces on there. I know I had earrings to match this. And if I kept them, I want to keep this necklace. It's so pretty. Lobster Claw Clasp extender with a bead, and it's got a V for Vendome. I think that's what that's for. I used to think it was Simply Vera. So I'm going to hold on to this till I figure out if I have the matching earrings. So just put it in a thing for me, honey. And what happened to this?
That.
Oh, it was on there just fine. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3 gold tone, silver tone, and Silvertone. Little chokers. We'll do that. That was regular $14.50, but I don't know what was here, if there was anything there. We'll do this for $3. It's in good shape. This, now this feels like that deerskin leather. It's so very soft. It's a creamy. Oh, that feels wonderful. And it's got these beautiful freshwater pearls. And these are probably sterling. We're going to test it. Oh, I could have done the magnet first. But I didn't. Oop. I don't know. I don't think so. Let's do some magnet testing. Nope, they're not magnetic. Let's see if it picks up anything. Looking for that red stain. And see, I see that orangey look. So no, it's probably pewter. Yeah, see, there's no blood stain. Get all this other stuff off. Okay, what's next?
Price? Size?
I know you're hungry, I'm sorry. I'm just in a stupor. 22 inches as it's tied now. We're going to do this for 10. It's gorgeous. Next one, we have the Blue Moon and some acrylic beads and gold tone beads. Here's our Blue Moon. Beautiful acrylic and glass beads, and these have an iridescence. You can see some pinks and purples. It's got an extender lobster claw clasp. It is 19 inches, fully extended. And Blue Moon is $3. That is gorgeous. The next is acrylic large beads. Spring ring clasp. This is vintage. These fluted gold beads are in great condition. This needs a little cleaning, the white beads. This necklace is $22 inches. We'll do that for $8. Very pretty. Here's our next two necklaces. We have this one on the cord, multi-metal, and Happy Day, happy face, flower. Very artisan in design. You've got a copperish look, and they've done the little green to give it a patina look. Then you have the brass and the little inset rhinestones there. The brass pieces on this end. Here's the underside. They made it look like it's patinaed on the underside. Here's your brass, lobster claw clasp, and end caps. I guess they're brass. No, they're magnetic. Wait a minute. No, they're not magnetic. What I was catching was this spring ring is. And that's not magnetic. We'll do this one for $6. Very pretty. And it's, let me give you a size. Hopefully it won't fall off. It's 20 inches, fully extended. And this is so cute. I'm going to put that in the kids' lot. Is that all right with you?
Follow me.
That's a perfect piece. So we're going to build kids' lot. And he's answering his secret phone over there. Oh. And this one's going to be a mixed age one. Here's a little cupcake. Sunflower, oh yeah, the sunflower face. It's going to have a little bit of this and that in it. Here's just some beads or something you can work with. Hobby Lot style. And here's no, that's not going in there. Let's see what else I have. Oh, found another little kitty, so we'll put that in there. And this little heart bracelet. So this is what we're starting with. What's this one too? That's Hobby Lot, the rest of it. Old stuff. Maybe in the garbage stuff. I'll have to look at it harder. Okay, let's see what we got going here. This one has issues. But these little rhinestones are real pretty. I'm going to put this in the $18 Hobby Lot because those rhinestones are beautiful. And they can be harvested because they're prong set. Okay, so this is the start of our kids' lot, and you can claim it at any time, and it's going to be $10. And it will be free shipping if you have it shipped with your order. There'll be a one-time, if you want it shipped separately, there's a $5 charge. So we just started it though, and you can claim it at any time. Okay. What am I doing now? I think I'm going to cut off, and we'll see you guys in the next video.